Good afternoon, students. The topic for today is the importance of play in the early childhood classroom. The importance of play in the early childhood classroom is absolutely essential to the academic development of children. Some parents might complain, all my kid does is play. I would tell them, play is how a child works. Dynamic early childhood teachers may choose dance and a song to introduce difficult academic content into the classroom. Teachers must tap into what motivates children intrinsically, and that is play. The importance of play. Integrating the learning into the play is essential for a child to have vigorous learning and development. In accordance with Dr. Marilyn Rice in 2014, the work of the child is play. Therefore, the teacher should add learning into the child's play. For example, when teaching a preschool class the days of the week or the months of the year, it is very helpful to introduce a song or dance. That helps the class to remember the complicated content and have fun about it. Singing and dancing together as a class helps with the child's social development. The play helps to spark a child's interest in what is being introduced, and then integrate a known concept and add the new information to it. There you have it. New learning. Now, as a child gets older, the play gets more complicated, especially when they get to preschool age. Play opens a portal into the world that they will have to interact and engage in. Therefore, teachers must take anecdotal notes on the strengths and weaknesses of their children to create lessons that address those individual concerns. Even in the therapeutic sessions, dealing with preschool children with emotionally focused therapy, play is widely used to help those suffering from attachment disorders. Free play. Creative curriculum is what is typically used in the state of North Carolina in preschool classrooms. It helps to create free play centers that are designed not merely for play, but for appropriate educational content, such as science, math, dramatic play, blocks, music, library, manipulatives, and art. In accordance with Sharice Pierce in 2010, this is called curriculum-generated play. During free play, children not only learn from the use of wonderful materials, but they learn from each other, and this is okay. Because play with their peers plays a significant role in their significant progression. During free play, teachers must keep their ears open, because not all things that their peers do is positive. Teachers must be prepared to intervene when any negative situations occur. During a free play or peer interactions, teachers must stand ready for the opportunity learning. These are opportunities that the teacher can motivate the students to face their challenges. Guided play. The way children play is directly attributed to what was taught, which is play that is teacher guided. The teacher will set the groundwork for the play and how the children play by using the lessons that was introduced in their circle times or small group sessions. The savvy teacher understands the needs and the specific interests of the children and will create lessons that are based on that premise. Children learn from their peers, especially from the more advanced ones. Learning is not something that affects all children at the same speed and levels. Teachers should be able to quickly recognize the differences in how children are learning. This is okay. They will get it. How does play help to support your child's physical, cognitive, and affective development? Play is the primary tool for social development in children. This is when children start to learn how to develop mutual cooperation skills in play so that they can play together. Being able to use verbal and nonverbal cues and developing the art of negotiation, children must be able to peacefully negotiate their way into other groups of children without disrupting the rigor of the activity of the group. Things become disruptive when a child approaches a group of children who are having a peaceful tea party, for instance, and then come into the group and then just take the teapot. This can cause major disruption in an ongoing activity. Children must learn to be able to interact positively with their peers and with their teachers. During times like this, the teacher may have to intervene in ongoing activities to resolve a conflict or an undesired behavioral event. Teachers are not limited to redirection activities, but should encourage the children to use thematic approaches in their play. For children who have difficulties with sharing or entering groups of ongoing play, the teacher can use opportunity teaching to show the child the proper way. Play helps to provide children with an outlet to express or to emotionally develop. Because one of the most vital things for a preschool child to deal with is learning to cope with sharing. The ability to share is absolutely essential to a child's success in kindergarten. While the dramatic play center will tend to, have where the pretend play events tend to be something that's really going on in their life, and something real, such as perhaps a pet being hit by a car, or perhaps an abusive situation in their home, or some other traumatic event that they have witnessed. Teachers should keep their ears open for all these things that the children are saying. This is very important for a possible early intervention for a child. Physical play can refer to fine or gross motor development. Things such as using markers, pencils, paintbrush, using scissors, using manipulatives, throwing a ball, foot racing, or building a block building. Parents tend to ponder whether their child is learning anything from all the play that they're doing at school. This is when teachers inform them on the spirit of creative curriculum. What is the spirit of creative curriculum? The spirit of the creative curriculum is not merely to provide the children with high-quality academic experience, but to also prepare them for kindergarten. By doing so, the children are being prepared for kindergarten by developing their mathematics and reading skills. The primary way to do this is by integrating the learning into the play. Creative curriculum enhances how the children approach play and learning, their social and emotional development, the physical and health development, how the children communicate and their language development, and cognitive development. This is what is explained to the parents when they are concerned about the amount of time that children play during the day. The learning is integrated into play for a more enhanced learning experience. Now, here's an example of how play supports a child's development. Developing a child's spatial acuity. I have used hula hoops to help children to understand in and out. By placing the hula hoops on the ground, I would have the children stand in the middle of their individual hula hoop, letting them know that this was in, and then have them jump out, explaining out. Then I would turn on some music and jump in and out, in and out. Now, this is the reinforcement. Whenever I line up my class for outdoor time, we always perform this song called Shake the Sillies Out. The children really enjoy this. And when they become settled down after this song, I count the children by doing a count-off. This is where I have the first child count 1, the second child count 2, and the third child count 3, and so on. Initially, the children do not totally get this right away, but around about 8 weeks of school, the children become more proficient at concentrating on their numbers. This helps understanding sequencing. When teaching the months of the year to preschoolers, I teach them how to sing the months of the year while dancing to a song by Dr. Jean, Macarena Month Song. Now, the children truly love to dance and sing. Therefore, I will capitalize on that by integrating most of all complicated academic content into a song that they can sing and dance to. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to hit the like button. Have a great evening.